Have you got rats like this job that we're on, where they've had rats for 11 years? Our client here nearly solved the problem himself using our rat flaps. Quite often we're asked, could the rats be coming from my neighbours? Well, the answer is yes. And we'll show you exactly how the rats are getting from that house to that house. And they're going underneath these two massive driveways. We're going to show you how the rats are getting from the neighbours into our client's house. Come on, let's go and see. So this is a perfect example of how you should use rat flaps. And Des, our client, has used the correct rat flaps because he's used the Pest Interceptors rat flaps. And they solved the problem for a short period of time. They would have solved it permanently, but I'll show you that in a minute, why it hasn't. So we've got a rat flap in here. We've got a double rat flap system. There was a problem up there, and now the rats can't get back into that part of the building. But what happened was they've transported themselves from getting into this extension here, and all of a sudden they're coming under the main house. But let me show you this. You notice, Rick, from this manhole to the next door, look what I found here. There's a lovely rat hole going straight underneath this concrete slab, and we think that comes out underneath here. Do you want me to grab the camera and show where I think they're coming out of there and getting underneath here and coming out there? Look underneath here, you can see, well, hopefully you can see, there's all these bricks here that should have been cemented up and they haven't been, and that there is a rat hole coming out of there. You can see some droppings on the floor underneath there, the holes are, and they're coming out of the sewer there. But that's not the half of it. That literally isn't even a quarter of it, because
it's the first time we've had this scenario, isn't it? Where they've burrowed through
well, we won't
the
even
pipe.
get to that one just yet. So from here, this is the surface water. Let's fit another flap in here. I'm going to move that flap because it doesn't seem to be seating quite correctly, that one. But you can see in here where all the rats have been crawling up the side, look, and scratching away. Notice that this has all been repaired.
Oh, sorry about the wind.
And if we look at this one, you can see why they repaired it. Look at this. And there's so much sand in this cement. Look, it's literally dropping off on the fingers. Look.
And now you'd think repairing this bench in here would fix your rat problem, but that's not entirely true, is it?
No, because we're going to show you on the camera in a minute. There's actually two holes in the pipe from that manhole going down here, so the rats can get out of the foul system around that break
into the surface water, which is that
surface water, and then they can get into our customer's house.
So should we show them the big gaping holes that confused us a hell of a lot, because we was putting dye down here, it was overflowing the sides of that bench in, and it was appearing over there, which made no sense really, because there was no pipe going there. But then we worked out that there's a big massive rat hole in a pipe that is literally running alongside that, which we're going to show you now.
Okay, so this is the furthest manhole away that we were just showing you, and we're going to get the camera down here now. This is actually, we're up in Wakefield today, the Leeds area, and we've got another one to do tomorrow. So we're going to get this one smashed out, 11-year problem solved. And tomorrow we'll be sorting out another problem. I can't remember how many years they've had the rats there for, but I'm sure. Oh, there we go. Look, massive big gaping hole.
See if there. Okay, so you can see there, it's all been gnawed at.
Yeah.
There, and that is a 2.25 meters.
There's another hole.
Literally just in front of you. You can see all the teeth marks on it.
Yeah.
So 2.25 meters, 1 meter, 2 meter, 2.5.
Yeah.
Underneath this whole slab. There's another hole right there.
Look at that joint there. I'm struggling to get past the joint.
Yeah, it does go past it. You can see that hole again on the top.
And then go down here.
I'm sorry about all this wind noise. It's very blustery. There's another hole gate.
That there.
Oh, that's a pipe coming in, which is that gully there.
Okay. Oh, I think it just went underneath that.
And then come back a bit. And there's the other pipe.
Yeah. And then we go past. There's another hole there, I think. Oh,
no, there's not a hole there.
Then we get a turn.
And then that's in that manhole, which is
that manhole,
that one there.
right down there. Now, the weird thing about this was, when we were putting drain dye
In here.
this manhole, somehow it was getting to this manhole. And we were like, well, that makes no sense. Because what's actually happening here, when we were putting the drain dye in here, all of that underneath the benching has all been washed away and burrowed away by the rats. And basically they're getting out of here, and this is, it might as well be joined onto it, because there's those two gaping holes right here. And luckily for us, so this pipe from here comes down like this, parallel with the other one. So the other one comes into the bottom of there, and the one where our client had fitted the rat flaps originally, there's no problem after the flap going this way, because that joins into that, and then it goes 30-40 metres that way, and there's no manhole. But luckily there's no problems below where we're going to put the flaps. We're going to sort out this underneath here, sort out where the flaps should go. We're not going to fix all that benching. You know why?
Until after the rats have gone.
Once the rats have gone, you can fix whatever you want to fix, but never ever fix the pipes before you've got rid of the rats out of the system. There's two ways you can do that: with a load of poison, which is totally unnecessary, pretty horrible to the rats. I know you hate the rats at the moment, but they're just animals at the end of the day. Or you use a flap system like we do. Let the rats go back into the main sewer where they belong, and once you know that there's no more rats in your house, then you can get all this repaired and you can take the flaps out if you want. But until that point, don't do it. And anyone that says to you, oh, we'll fix that pipe, it'll stop your rats, no. Okay? No. There's a reason why they don't come with a money back lifetime guarantee. We do, because we do it right and we know how the rats behave.
Get the rat.
And here is the fix for this one. It's been a bit of a difficult one, this, and you need to think outside the box sometimes. So we've got two flaps in this manhole. Okay, why have we got two flaps? Is it because Kristen's trying to sell you some flaps? Maybe, but listen to it like this. So that flap stops the rats coming from the main sewer, which is where they want to get to. Okay, so we've isolated that. But we know, because there was that rat hole there, that rats are getting out of the top of the manhole up here. Okay, so if you've got a big nest underneath here, there could be 200 rats underneath here for all we know, or there might be none. So you've got to be a bit cautious. The reason that we put the two flaps in is because these rats here, they also want to go to the main sewer, but we want to make it so they've got no option. So basically they come out of here into the manhole. If they wanted to go back up this way, there's a flap. So they can't get back up to there where we've shown you all those broken pipes. We'll go and have a look at those in a minute. So their only option is to stay in the manhole and stay in there where there's no food, or they go through the flap, never to return again. So that is why we've put two rat flaps in here. Not always necessary, but like I always say, if you're gonna get in a shitty manhole, well, do the job right, you know. You don't want to do it twice, do you? Next manhole up, that manhole up there, we've just moved the flap basically because it wasn't doing what it should be doing, because it wasn't touching the bottom of the pipe how we like it. It was a little bit raised so the rats can get their nose under that one. So we've moved that one a little bit further. But remember that this technically isn't connected to that manhole we were just in. So we've had to fit another rat flap here on the outlet of this. We're not going to fix all this, because what we want to happen is, again, we need the rats to come out of the houses. So they're in our client's house and they're in this house here, so we reckon. In fact, so we know. And we need those rats to go searching for food, come back through these broken pipes, through the flap, on the search of a nice pooey lunch, and again, never to return again.
And then once at that point you stop hearing noises, then fix the holes.
Yes.
Don't just start fixing holes before you found out where the problem's coming from, because as we know, they'll just pop up 6 inches next to the hole that you just filled in with glass and arsenic and radioactive waste. It ain't going to stop them.
Like Ricky's saying, we've seen it all. You know, you can use the hardest set in cement, you can put razor wire in it, you can put glass in there. It doesn't really matter, because the rats will just bypass it and go round. You need the rats to go through the flaps into the main sewers, and that's it, job done. And then you can repair whatever you like with whatever you want to. Stick some barbed wire up it for all I care. But the truth is, do not fix the pipes before you've got rid of the rats. Okay, my friends. Now, we're off to our second one of this 2-day jaunt up north, and let's hope that it's not as complicated as this one. We'll see you on that video. hopefully the northern weather is going to be okay for us tomorrow, like it has been beautiful today. We can film tomorrow's rat-free lifetime guarantee. But if you want to see more about rat-free guarantees, watch this playlist right here, and why not watch this video? And if you want to see more about our rat-free lifetime guarantee, there's a link right here. Okay, my friends, got one more job, and me and Ricky, we're off to Spain. If you want to see our antics in Spain and why we're going there, you'll need to join Kristen Hems on YouTube or Fix It and Trip It.